So this is an effects idea video for After Effects. Alright, so the first effect we're gonna do is like the third eye. So I've used it in these edits before. All you do is you just copy and paste your picture layer, whichever picture layer you're using, zoom into the eye, and then press G on your keyboard, or you can just press up here on the pen tool. So then we're gonna mask this eye out right here, just around the eye. Doesn't need to be anything like, you know, perfect, but then what you do is you click on that layer, and then you click M 2 times on your keyboard, and that's gonna open up all these mask settings, so you don't have to open up the mask like that. Hide the main layer that you did not mask, and then bring this up, the feather up a little bit, so like 25. So some, like, everybody's eyes are different, like the height of the eyebrows, so sometimes you have to change the mask just a little bit, just so you don't see the eyebrow. See, so you don't see it at all. Bring that picture back, like click the eye to bring the picture back, and then all you do is you just drag this eye to the center, change the rotation maybe a little bit. That's it. What I'm gonna do now is show you how to make it blink, but that is gonna transition into the next effect. So now I'm going to show you how to make like the eyes blink. This is the same for every single eye. There are multiple ways to do it. I'm going to just show you the easy way. You look up liquify and then drag it onto your layer. So I'm going to animate the third eye that we did just like a minute ago. So all you do is you click on this, like, what is that, dude? Like an umbrella? And then go to warp tool options, bring the brush size to whatever, be like 20, bring the brush pressure up to 100. Just drag this thing down until it's about even, and then bring this up just a little bit. So now that we have this, you want to see like where you're gonna have the person blink. I'm gonna have it just right here, and all you do is you press you animate the distortion percentage, so click that stopwatch, and then you can click U on your keyboard, like the letter U on your keyboard, to open up what you're animating. A blink doesn't last long, it's like a quarter of a second, so you just make it like 8 frames. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and make that distortion percentage 0, and then do the same on the other side, make that 0. So now you got this. But well, turn on motion blur first of all. Always have motion blur, bro. Easy ease that. Just press F9 on your keyboard, easy ease that. Go into the graph, and then you make your graph just like mine. You're left with this. You can make it faster if you want. Like, if you just think that's too slow, you just drag these keyframes a little bit, and it makes it faster or slower. So the next effect we're gonna do is deep glow. Deep glow, I use it on like all of my text. So just make a text, your text layer. You need to choose a better font. That's disgusting. Put your text in. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put some drop shadow on it actually. This effect, it's like just a better glow. So the problem with regular glow in After Effects is it just doesn't look as good. Not as many options as deep glow. So that's why I always use deep glow for any sort of glow I'm using. You can see it in these edits. I use in like every single edit. Put deep glow on. I'm gonna do text. You could do images and stuff, but I'm gonna just do text. These are my settings for text. Make the exposure like 0.3. It just depends on what color you're using. Since I'm doing white, I'm gonna make it 0.3. Radius maybe like 400, and then thresholds, make those both 100%. Turn on smooth blending. Tint. So you could tint the glow like a different color. So you could tint it like this if you wanted to. And then quality. This is a big one. So this, like, you can see right here, there's like weird like banding. It's compressed, so it's faster, but if you want to get full quality, you go into dither, and then make the amount 100%. So you can see it's mostly gone. It's still gonna be there, because if not, it's gonna be like, it's not even gonna run. Your computer's not gonna run. So that just makes it the highest quality deep glow can get. Turn that on, and then this unmult this, like, okay, so if your text is black, you can see my text is black. What it does does, this unmult thing, is it keys out any black in your text or like your picture. So keep that in mind. If you're doing this, you can have black on the text or whatever. You just gotta copy and paste the layer, and then on the bottom layer you delete the deep glow. So it works, but you just need to have deep glow on the top layer and then have the layer without any deep glow on the bottom. So now flicker. So flicker is as you expect, it's flicker. It just flickers black and not black. So this, I use it in like my 3D scenes, maybe at the start of songs, trying to think where else, just like anywhere, dude. It's a pretty useful effect. See, so it just adds a flicker, which you might not think is a big deal, but it, like, for velocities, if you're a velocity editor, flicker is a very big effect, I know, in that like region or whatever. Also film grain. So there's a lot of different film grains you can use. I prefer this by Universe. There's a lot of different presets. You can see right here there's a little bit of film grain, and it also color corrects the clip 2 a little bit, and these are all just different types of presets. I use film grain quite a bit. You could also use like Vignette. It's just I'm doing all 3 of these in like the same section because these are all kind of like film effects or whatever. Just play around this. I don't use this too much. I use Magic Bullet looks for my Vignette. Yeah, those are 3 different movie film effects, I guess. Now, the last effect is looks, like Magic Bullet looks. I use this to color correct any 3D scenes, even some clips sometimes. I really only use a few main things: hue, saturation, curves, and then I use pop, which is like a sharpener, and then I use LUT. So there are presets that come with Magic Bullet looks. I prefer the subtle one, and you can change the strength. It's like a little green tint, I guess. And then pop is just sharpen. So the more pop, the more sharpen. Right, you can see right here, and you can turn that up and it's more sharpened. So I don't use it anymore because my sharpening settings, which I could do video if you want me to, on like my quality settings, because I know I've been getting asked a lot by people how I have my quality. So and then hue, saturation, make the saturation maybe like 110% or 115. So this is a kind of darker picture, so I'm gonna bring this up right here and then this down a little bit, just like that, and you can see the difference it makes. And if you do it reverse, it's gonna make it just a little bit brighter. Yeah, that's Magic Bullet looks. Let me do a little comparison, like what it looks like. So you could see this is what it looks like with it on and off. It makes a huge difference, like especially if you're doing like cinematic stuff like my 3D scenes. You definitely need some sort of Magic Bullet looks or color grading. I could do another effects idea video, or I could even do something else like keyframes and graphs. I could also do my sharpening settings, but just let me know in the comments